Hello and welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel.
Israeli security forces arrested two Palestinians late Friday night who are suspected of carrying out a shooting attack in the central West Bank earlier in the day. There were no injuries in the incident, which took place near the settlement of Nili, west of Ramallah. The shooting was described by the IDF as an attempted terror shooting. Soldiers searched the area for the assailants who fled the scene and eventually arrested them in Deir Abu Mashal, just north of Nili. The two suspects were caught with a makeshift Carl-style submachine in their possession, according to the Shin Bet Security Service. The Nili highway attack was a third such incident in 36 hours. Two shooting attacks took place Wednesday evening, one near Ramallah and the other north of Kalkilia. There were no injuries in either attack. Israeli forces shot and killed a 19-year-old Palestinian after clashes broke out during an overnight raid of the Jenin refugee camp. When IDF soldiers entered the camp late Saturday night to carry out arrests, locals began attacking them with stones, patrol bombs, and explosives. In response, the soldiers fired tear gas, rubber bullets, and live ammunition. An Israeli army spokeswoman says that when faced with immediate danger, the soldiers fired at the main instigators of the violence. Mohammed Mahmoud Abu Khalifa was killed, and 3 other Palestinian youths were reported as lightly to moderately injured in the clash. 5 members of Khalifa's extended family who are suspected of being Hamas members were arrested last week during an IDF raid in the same camp. Violent clashes also broke out then, leaving an IDF soldier wounded after an explosive device was thrown towards the troops. Israel is no longer in the top 5 issues that influence American Jewish voters, according to a new study released by the Rudderman Family Foundation. While the bond between American Jews and Israel remains strong, the study found the ties are fraying and that repeated friction and unresolved issues have weakened the links over the past 10 to 20 years and created widening cracks. The study cited a shifting mindset of Israel among the younger generation of American Jewry, as memories of the Six-Day War and of the Holocaust fade further into the background. The result is that the younger generation sees Israel in a different light than the previous generations, and that the concerns of U.S. Jewry today are specifically American, and their involvement and participation in American politics is not usually motivated by Israel-driven causes. An Israeli medical startup has raised 2 million shekels to further develop its device that allows easier access to a person's trachea. The instrument allows a tube to be inserted into the trachea to facilitate patient ventilation, called intubation. This is a crucial and common medical procedure performed under general anesthesia in operating rooms, and often in the field. Today, it's the 3rd most performed medical procedure in the United States. Inserting a tube into a patient's trachea requires a high degree of precision for a quick insertion, as the patient cannot breathe while it's being performed. If done improperly, the result can be fatal. The non-invasive device being developed is placed on the patient's neck and transmits light into the tissues, lighting the inside of the throat. This makes it easier for the medical team to locate the trachea. The device is for a one-time use and costs approximately $35 per unit. Yshai Oliel almost became the first Israeli boy to win a junior Grand Slam event, losing in the final of the Australian Open on Saturday. Ranked number 12 in the ITF's junior rankings, the 17-year-old Israeli lost to 16-year-old Hungarian Sombel Piros. Oliel's previous best at a Grand Slam was making the final 16 at the US Open last year. He won the boys' doubles title at Roland Garros in 2016 with Czech partner Patrick Rickel. This time around, Oliel was helping to follow Israelis who previously won, including Shahar Pe'er, who took the girls' title at the Australian Open in 2004, and Anna Shmashnova, who won the girls' French Open in 1991. Oliel was just the 2nd Israeli to reach a boys' final at a Grand Slam event. Noam Beher lost in the final of the US Open in 1992.
That's all for now. Stay tuned on ILTV.tv for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you next time with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.